had a year to do that. I'm not going to sit around and wait for them to make that decision. They obviously haven't made the decision. The statute says if there was an ongoing case, you wouldn't be entitled to any of it.
Okay, fair enough, Judge.
So I'm just complying with what the statute says.
May I speak?
Sure.
When we were here the first time on the case, I'm the one that brought it forward, the motion, and you asked me what my authority was. I had cited to the court the case of Rutledge versus State, 150 Southern 3rd, 8/30/2014. You asked me what my specific authority was, and I said the 6th Amendment and the 14th Amendment. I'd like to read from Rutledge, if I might. At the risk of being redundant, we once again emphatically state that when a pretrial disclosure of possible conflict of interest is raised, the trial court must either conduct an inquiry to determine whether the asserted conflict of interest will impair the defendant's Sixth Amendment right or appoint separate counsel. So with all due respect to this court, Your Honor, that's your job, is to find out whether or not there is a conflict and for you to help in the investigation. We don't have the power. Without the court's help, we'll never know if there's a conflict until possibly it's too late. So you are the person that is supposed to look into the matter for us.
I don't agree with you at all, sir. Your case says Mr. Demons is entitled to be told that there's an ongoing investigation. There is an ongoing investigation, and I told him that the last time I had a discussion with him directly. After that, Figueroa Sanabria completely controls. This is a death penalty case. He's a death penalty defendant. It's his decision.
Yes, but it says here, the trial court must either conduct an inquiry to determine whether the asserted conflict of interest will impair the defendant's Sixth Amendment right or appoint separate counsel.
So that's Mr. Demons' decision. And the last time you all got almost hysterical, but you didn't even want me to talk to him about it. You want me to talk to him about it today?
But you have not conducted any inquiry, with all due respect.
The inquiry is with your client, sir.
No.
It's not my job to
The
investigate.
trial court must either conduct an inquiry.
Yeah, that's with Mr. Demons. That's the inquiry.
Well,
I can tell him there's a conflict. There's a conflict, all right? The same law enforcement agency that the same state attorney's office that's trying to impose a death penalty on him is conducting a criminal investigation against one of his lawyers. So I can save you all that trouble. There obviously is a conflict. Whether Mr. Demons wants this liberty to continue or all of you to continue, that's his decision, but there's nothing else I can do about it. You all conduct whatever investigation you want. What did you want me to do, Mr. Hanks? You want to start deposing witnesses?
Deposing witnesses, have
You
inquired.
want me to start deposing witnesses?
I want you to inquire of the state what evidence that they have of a conflict, so we know, in fact, that there's a conflict or not.
The state says there's a conflict too. You
Well,
read their pleading.
they say my client, they say my client's guilty, but he's entitled to a trial first.
They filed a motion that said I'm supposed to remove her. They think I get to decide who's Mr. Demons' lawyer is, not Mr. Demons. I couldn't agree with that. I couldn't disagree with that more. It's his decision.
I believe, as the court, you have an obligation to ferret out what the conflict is so that we can make an informed decision. Right now, we can make no decision. Right now, we can file no motions because we don't know whether we're subject to the conflict at all. Right now, our hands are tied. It's up to the court. You're the gatekeeper for all. I'm imploring the court to find out what the nature of the conflict is so that we can advise our client. Right now, you're just saying to our client, hey, the state says there's a conflict, so you could get rid of your lawyer or keep your lawyer. That's not enough. That's not a Sixth Amendment protections. You want him to make a decision in a vacuum. This is a murder case.
Sir, with all due respect, this isn't a vacuum. You can sit down with Miss Liberty. You can sit down with Miss Liberty. She's well aware of who she's emailed. She's well aware of who she's called. She's well aware of what's on these records. So talk to her. It's incumbent on you all to fully inform your client. That's not my job. That's your job.
Well,
So tell him what's on there and then tell him what the conflict is, and he makes a decision. I had this discussion with Mr. Demons. The conflict is, at some point in the proceedings, is Miss Liberty going to make a decision that's not in Mr. Demons' best interest, but it's in her best interest? Okay? You all know what you're doing. I'm not going to do your job. You have to do your job.
No job, Judge. With all due respect, I want you to do your job. And I don't believe the court is. I think the court is shirking its responsibility.
I disagree with you, sir, but you can file whatever appropriate written motion you want. I'll give you a hearing on it, and then you can seek appellate authority to a higher court if you think I've done something wrong.
Thank you.
Will the court at least inquire from the state if the investigation is still ongoing as we sit here
It
today?
is ongoing. They told you that the last time.
Still,
We said that last time, yeah.
still ongoing.
It's still ongoing, yes.
And have there been other search warrants and affidavits?
I have no idea, sir, but this is a discussion that you all need to have. I don't have anything to do with this.
We can't discuss if we don't know the nature of the conflict that they're alleging, other than she's under investigation. That doesn't cut it, Judge.
They said, hold on, sir. Again, with all due respect, they told you the last time, on the record, it was regarding this case, because I asked them. I said, are you investigating Miss Liberty regarding alleged criminal conduct that has to do with this case, that has to do with Mr. Demons? And they said, yes. So that's what it's about.
Well, then under discovery, for Mr. Demons, they're required to give us that information. Anything that is relevant to the guilt or innocence.
Of Mr. Demons?
Yeah, well,
I agree with you.
okay. And if it's related to the murder case and the tampering case, under 3.220, they gotta give us that information.
File a motion to compel under 3.220.
Okay. We will.
With particularity, tell the state, this is what I want. Either they're gonna give it to you or not, and if they don't, set it for a hearing
Yes, sir.
on any available date. I'm imploring you all to set these for hearings. That's why it's giving
It's-
you dates for all pending motions.
The difficulty is, Your Honor, that since we're on notice of a conflict, a potential conflict, technically, we should not be filing any additional motions until that issue is resolved. I think we're bound by the Florida rules of ethics.
Okay. Anything else from the defense today?
No, sir.
Okay. So, I'll see you all February 18th at 9:30. Again, whatever motions you want to hear are filed in writing and noticed. And then Ms. Collinston, did I give like a 5-day
You did,
cutoff on the
today
notice?
was the deadline, today by 5.
No one's
Notice
filed
of hearing
anything.
had to be filed by, yes.
All right, you want to extend that? Do you have any objection if we do that to like next Friday?
Well, no, Judge, we wanted the notice of hearing by end of today so that we had time to respond to anything that hadn't been responded to as status. So
All right, well, I mean, I can't make you all get along with each other.
they have till 5, so I still have time.
I think Mr. Davison's telling me there's new motions that he wants to file. I think Mr. Benjamin's telling me there's new motions that he wants to file, so.
We can address it after the 18th.
But yeah, I mean, the discovery cutoff is not till April 30th, so.
Okay. See y'all February the 18th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, one more
Judge,
thing,
I'm sorry,
defense.
Judge, I'm sorry. Can I have appearances for the
Yeah,
state?
State, you start first.
ASA Alexandra Buckland.
Taylor Collins.
J.D. Benjamin.
Daniel Aaron.
Reagan Liberty.
Stuart Allison.
Thank you.
The judge, I was talking, what were they saying about a cutoff at 5 as motions?
We discussed that, January the 6th, that anything that you want me to hear on February the 18th, you gotta notice it. And by the end of business today was the deadline to file the notice.
All right, no problem. I have all of that ready. I wanted to know that one question from you and I'm ready to go.
Defense, let me, Mr. Adelstein or whoever else wants to answer this. At 1:30 this afternoon, I have to deal with Mariah Hamilton. I have some motions on her behalf, so she's gonna be present. I think your client's entitled to be present if he wants to be, but if he doesn't want to be, he certainly doesn't have to be
He wants to be present.
I'll be here, Your Honor.
at 1:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so otherwise, then, be in recess until, 1:30, be in recess until.
You're the one that unmasked him.
Boy, it's tense in that courtroom today.
Like him out. He is there.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Y'all, I have the flu. I've been asleep for, I swear it's been like 24 hours. I ain't gonna lie. I just happened to get online trying to catch up on content, and I saw that the Ynw Melly trial was being streamed from the local news. So I'm like, okay, let me jump on. Y'all say I ain't do no intro now, just came straight on. The issue I'm having though, thank you, Nene. The issue I'm having though is that it won't let me rewind it to the beginning. So I don't know we're gonna be able to catch what happened because I called it to like when it was basically over. But in a nutshell of what was going on, you know, they're saying basically they gave over the search warrant, but not the affidavit. Melly's defense is like, but we need the affidavit to know exactly what, like, if it's really a conflict or whatnot. And the judge is like, what? That's you problem, not a me problem. So yeah, it's a lot going on. You did hear at the end that Mariah Hamilton will have a hearing today. I think 12:30, 1:30, one or the other. I can't remember. I don't know if they're going to stream it, but if they are, we'll be back at that time. Thank you, Black Butterfly Bud. What's up to everybody? Johnson, hey. Yes, y'all eyes for yesterday. I couldn't get up to save my life. I don't know if anybody ever had a flu, but it felt like I feel like a wrecking ball came over my body. Okay, a wrecking ball. I'm trying to see if I can rewind it. I don't think they let you rewind their stuff. Damn. And it's still going live. That's why. That's some stuff. Like rewind. You see, I'm about to be man down in a minute. I can't stay up to save my life. Oh, 1:30, yes, 1:30. To be honest, in my unwanted opinion, of course, I feel like they want to dismantle his legal team because in the state side, hell, y'all dismantle ours. We had to let our main prosecutor on this case from the beginning go because of the shit y'all put together for, and Bradley had to go. Now we got our new prosecutor that's coming in, you know what I'm saying, at the end. So yeah, we want to leave y'all in shambles too. So I really feel like they want to dismantle it. So Melly at this point, he probably just gonna have to let Liberty go. I know that's gonna be a hard choice because she's been there since the beginning. But I mean, because I feel like it's like slowing time down by just, waiting to see what they're going to release. They're not going to release everything. So I just feel like he might as well just let Liberty go. And, just find a new one, let his people, going on. Yeah, hearing this today, you probably already know, but in case you didn't. Sheesh, I didn't know that. When I say, y'all, I got 3 phones. My main phone left on, but my other 2 phones is like Mickey Trooper, like I had to cut them things off. So like I don't know what's going on. I'm just getting in tune with what's happening. Like I said, I normally keep up with Melly since that's the case I've been watching since the beginning. But I didn't even know he had a trial this morning. So what's going on with she might be in bed with the state? Hell nah, she ain't in bed with the state. I pretty much doubt that. But they know that she's been there from the beginning. She's the more, because y'all remember during the first trial, for those who were especially over here watching me with Melly, we saw how close they were even the first go around. And remember we used to make fun of, like, let me find out Melly got him on Cougar, right? Like, we had said that back then. So it's like, I kind of figured she was gonna be a target because they do seem close. The state dropped the probation hold. They should have been dropped that months ago. I know y'all, for those that y'all might be like, who you talking about now? I'm kind of going back and forth between Yak, Gotti, and Melly. I gotta go pick up my ibuprofen. My doctor actually gave me some ibuprofen. So I got to go pick that up. But yeah, y'all, this shit here worse than them. Shit, to me, it's worse than COVID. I ain't gonna lie. I thought they moved yet to the 26th with Whitaker and the rest of White cells at 10 a.m. I don't know. Let me look. Let me let people know how to make that shit look juicy. Yeah, I doubt Raven Liberty in bed with the state. If y'all saw the way she was looking at them, I don't think so. I don't know. That's just my little one too, though. I just don't think she's doing that with them. That dropped yesterday, I think. Today. It's those jail fights. So let me go to Twitter. Look, I took one full day off. I can't take another day off because it's going all my hard work for the past 45 days gonna go in vain if I don't post nothing. So I was like sick and all. I got to get up on there. So here I am. So yeah, I feel horrible. I got like 2 videos I need to record, but when I say I don't feel like combing my hair, I don't feel like doing nothing. So it's gonna be like my old school videos. Okay, I'm not about to be on camera. I can't do it. So I'm gonna try to save any videos that really need my reaction. I'm gonna try to save those for when I feel a little bit better and get on camera. Cause yeah, today definitely ain't the day. All right, I went over here to Twitter. Y'all know Thugger Daily still posting. Good to see he still posts stuff. Breaking, the state has withdrawn their motion to revoke Gotti's probation the day before the hearing was supposed to take place. He is now officially eligible for bond on his pending cases, which Bruce Harvey is still representing him for. They could have did that shit months ago, like on the real stuff. They should have did that months ago. No, I ain't gonna lie. Let me see. When is the next court date? This is the only one on the calendar for him under one of his contraband cases. So I expect upon motion hearing with McBurney on his jail fight case soon. 226. Dang, I forgot Kayla ain't even on his case no more. I might say, damn, his attorneys that he got now don't even be on the internet for real. It's just one so get better. Look, I'm trying. Okay. But now I got to one day off already. Probably gonna throw my channel off the algorithm a little bit. I got to just gonna have to do it in slow spurts. It's like Fanny doesn't care. The entire world is watching. She just continues to corrupt. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you know, as far as not just Fanny, but any of them, shit, at the end of the day, it's only we can't vote, you know what I'm saying, for her. So she's like, all my people down here know what's going on. I don't care. Man, and why Crime didn't stream Melly trial? Okay. All right, y'all. We can finally watch it from the beginning. So hold on. I'm about to now we're going back to Melly, okay? Because they finally able to pull it up from the beginning. Aurelia help come first, but off camera is totally cool with us. We get it. Thank you. Because right now, my hair is on my head like Pikachu. All right. Let's get out. About to replay it from the beginning. Melly got to be over it. So I might skip to them start talking. You know, they can't record no sound to the judges in place. Oh, we may not have missed too much of it because shit, it's 10 minutes of silence. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. From the beginning, okay, I couldn't even. Raven looked like she just be stressed sometimes. Okay, because y'all remember the whole body cam when she had a domestic dispute at her house stuff. She just looked like she be stressed. Girl, I'm not even sick, and I wouldn't cam up for her. I'm telling you, like for real.
Devin, who likewise is present. Mr. Benjamin, we're not waiting for Mr. Patanza.
No, Your Honor, we're not.
Okay, so I had entered an order. Well, first I had ordered the state to turn over a copy of the search warrant that was in question regarding Miss Liberty. They complied complied with that request and turned it over to me. I did review it in camera. I then entered an order overruling the state's motion for protective order and explaining that I was going to distribute unredacted copies of the search warrant today. I did delay that 10 days to give the state 10 days to file an appeal. If they so choose, they did not file an appeal, so I'm going to distribute the unredacted copy of the search warrant pursuant to my order. Mr. Court Deputy. Yes, sir. For the defense, there's one for each attorney. It's got their names on it. Mr. Benjamin, could I trouble you to collect Mr. Kansas?
Oh, of course, Judge.
So that's all that I had on for today. I know in the interim, Mr. Aelstein filed a motion for an emergency hearing, so I'll consider that motion granted. Today is
Yes.
a hearing, and
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll enter a written order accordingly. And I've now distributed it out. Mr. Devlins has 2 future dates with you right now. All pending motions continue to be set on February the 18th at 9:30. And then his trial continues to be set September the 10th at 9 o'clock. So all of those dates will remain. Again, whatever motions either side wants me to hear, February 18th, I can give you the balance of the entire day. I just need you to notice in writing, so I know what motions are going forward. I don't know that I've seen any motions noticed up to this point. I did see a motion filed about redeposing or permission to depose a witness, but just notice it, just do a notice of hearing, whatever we're gonna do, I'll do it on February 18th.
So if I may inquire, I did send an email to your JA yesterday. The last time in January, we're supposed to be coming before the court for 2 days. I had a plethora of motions. Some of those motions were actually filed under the tampering case for reasons that they took the appeal on the homicide and hadn't taken the appeal on that tampering. They had made a big issue about them not being filed in the homicide. I think that's a little bit duplicative. So I made the suggestion yesterday that I just do a notice of hearing on the 2023 case number. But I wanted to know from the court what you advise, so we're not running into issues of not going forward because.
They're not filed in 19-1872 CST.
No, but they are filed in the 2023 case, which, just so you know, they've incorporated the discovery of both of the cases. I could refile it under the homicide, it just.
Yeah, in the abundance of caution, I would suggest you do that and then just, again, notice whatever ones you want me to hear on the 18th.
Okay, fair enough, thank you.
State, is there anything else that I can do for you this morning?
Judge, the only thing I was going to bring up, and I spoke with Mr. Edelson about this, was the non-disclosure, the protective order. Prior to Your Honor issuing an order, I actually got a phone call from Mr. Edelson saying that they agreed that it wouldn't be disclosed to anyone else.
Not anymore, so that's off the table. So
Okay.
I think it really, once I review it, it's up to me.
Well, I'm just gonna stick to the order that I entered on, I believe I entered it on January 14th.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
no problem.
State, anything else? Anything else from the state?
Sorry, Your Honor?
Anything else from the
No,
state?
Your Honor.
Defense, anything else you'd like to?
Just so the court knows, we obviously have to review this and discuss, if possible, the potential conflict. And I just want to advise the court of that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I don't,
I think we should do it after this
Okay.
hearing, all of us.
Defense, anything else I can do for any of you all this morning?
No, but I do apologize for being late. So you do put a lot of pressure on me because I think you're the only one in this room that remembers what I look like in my 20s. So getting up every morning. hard to be careful.
Mr. Anderson, anything else? Mr. Benjamin, anything else?
Just briefly. You know, I know Your Honor mentioned the last time we were in court about the pendency of the trial date in September and urged us to understand that that's when this case was going to go and decisions needed to be made before that date. I wanted to bring to the court's attention that we've got a real problem here right now. We have a potential conflict that doesn't only affect Ms. Liberty with the allegation that came out not by the state, but by Apple sending her the subpoena, but also with the communications and the interaction that the rest of us have had with Ms. Liberty in representing Mr. Devins. So as we sat here trying to digest what Your Honor had told us the last time we were here, that we better get these motions filed, there's a motion cutoff date to set them all. We don't know what the conflict is and how that may affect our ongoing representation of Mr. Devins, the rest of us. So we have found that we cannot comply with the court to when the filing of those motions and the hearing of those motions until we know, because something has happened that we've been made aware of that we still don't know. I didn't get a chance to read the whole warrant, but it seems to me that the affidavit isn't attached.
No, it's not the affidavit, it's just the warrant.
Well, I think the warrant says it incorporates the affidavit, so.
I'll repeat the discussion we had before, sir. If you want to give me some authority, and file a motion that says I have the ability to turn over the affidavit to you, I'm happy to listen to anything anyone wants to tell me. I think what I made the state turn over their objection is the limit of what I'm permitted to do at this point. I believe one of your co-counsel there cited the United States Constitution, but I would need something a little more specific than that, like a case law, a rule of criminal procedure, or a statute. And I'm happy to give you a hearing on any written motion regarding that. But this issue, and I agree with you, it's a very important issue, but this is an investigation that you all have to conduct and a discussion that you all have to have with your client.
All right, that's the part. So we watched that other part the first go around. So that was the whole hearing. That was the whole hearing that we watched. So basically, like I said, I feel like it's just a blow for blow. They want to cripple the defense, but like I said, at this point, especially with this judge already saying like, hey, yo, regardless of what's going on, we're going to trial on this date. It's not getting pushed back no more. Like, this is what we're doing. Like, Melly just need to go ahead and drop Liberty at this point. Because my issue is this is just my own opinion about it. I feel like the longer he lets Liberty stay on, and we already know Broward County plays dirty, and they mess around and do like indict her, right, or something like that on the case, and she's normally the one that's filing the motions and stuff, that's going to hinder his whole defense. And the judge already say, hey, look, we moving forward regardless. So I feel like he need to just go ahead and swap her out at this point, because keeping her on, despite the judge telling you, yes, they're investigating her, they doing all that, it's just like, it don't make sense. Okay. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I felt like maybe I was a little bit stronger until just now. I done got weak as ever just a minute ago. So I'm about to get up off of here, because I still got to do some videos for y'all. But that was the whole Melly hearing. We watched it. Whatever happens with Yak Gotti, I'll just have to do a video reaction, because I just ain't got the strength to even look to see. Ain't it about 10? It's almost 10 now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a reaction. I can't stay on live because I'm about to pass out. But y'all already know everything we discussed is definitely my opinion. And for those who, I think I'm gonna leave this one alone, because I might condense it down. I don't know. I may drop this as a video. Just probably put it in order. If not, y'all already know more videos to come. Y'all have a good day, and I am out of here. Mickey talks the truth. Okay. I got truth on my mind. I got truth on my mind. I got truth on my mind. Truth on my mind.
Hey, listen, you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love you, Mickey.
And like I said throughout the video, that's my opinion.